Good afternoon, everyone. I am Chandra Bartlett-Lerman. I am a children's book author and illustrator, and we are currently working on my third book of the series Bartlett Berry Briar, entitled A Feather for Dill. I'm anticipating it will be released in hopefully February of 2019, pending I work my butt off for the rest of the summer. I had someone the other day I was speaking to tell me that they would be interested in seeing my process and how I work, and I thought to myself, well, isn't that a good little idea? You see children's books in the bookstore and you don't really see all the blood, sweat, and tears that go into making them. It's fun work, but it actually is a lot of work. So this will be my first video. Today I am working on a redo of a page. It's a scene in which Peaches and Dill are trying to escape a horde of angry bees, and they jump into a body of water to escape them. I will show you the first one that I did, which was in my binder as a completed work for the past month or so. And for this book, it's challenging. Each book I do, I try to tackle something that I have never painted before, which is a lot because I am actually a self-taught painter. I am a good drawer, I would say. I was able to do that all my life, but painting always kind of scared me. And it wasn't until probably about, 2018 now, 5 years ago maybe, that I began experimenting with gouache, which is a watercolor, but it's far more opaque. And then it kind of evolved into books. So this scene here, there's a few things going on here that I felt warranted a redo. My theories on redos, I believe I have spoken about this briefly on my Instagram. Only redo them if absolutely necessary. For every redo you do, there's going to be elements, personally for me, from the new one that you like more. There's going to be elements from the old one that you like more, and it's a balance. If you feel like you're going to open the book and look at it in 5 years and just think to yourself, why didn't I take the time to redo it? Probably time to redo it. And that's how I feel with this one. There's a lot of leaves in this book. Peaches and Dill go out and explore the briar in great detail. I guess I had my mind in leaves because I went to do a lily pad, and this is not what a lily pad looks like. This is what a lily pad is supposed to look like. So I drew that, painted it on the side with the intention in post-production that I would slide it in here in Photoshop and kind of blend it. For the amount of time that's going to take me, I'm better off just restarting and doing it right from the get-go. Also, this body of water that they are jumping into, to me, that looks like a lake. It's not supposed to be a lake. It's supposed to be a little stream. So I want to kind of close this in, and I also want to make it feel more foresty. This just feels a little bit too open for my liking. The intention was that the text would be placed up here. That might run into her tail. I don't want to have to deal with that either. And also the angry bees. There's just something about the balance of this whole picture with the bees that I'm not feeling, and I want to try to incorporate a little bit more yellow as a pop color around there to really bring it all together. So that's what we're doing today. It is 3:21 in the afternoon. I have been already working for 2 hours, I guess, and if I'm lucky, I will get done probably around midnight tonight. That will be including like probably an hour and a half for making dinner and just stepping away and stretching my legs. But I have my work cut out for me. There's a lot of water in this book. I haven't painted water before, so that is challenging. And as I said prior, I used to work with gouache, which is much thicker, so I tend to be a little bit heavy-handed with my paint, which I'm always trying to reel myself in. With the watercolor medium, I'm learning it's best just to let the paint do its own thing and to leave a lot of white showing through. I have to constantly remind myself of that every day. This was actually a practice for water that I did, and I think it looks pretty good, and that's probably because I wasn't thinking too much about it. You know, your mind can play tricks on you. So that's where we're at right now. I've been using 3 primary paintbrushes for this book. I have quite a few paintbrushes, but these seem to be the ones that I'm gravitating towards a lot. I have a number 12, big guy. I have a 4 and a 3. 3 has been very good to me for this book. It's big enough where I can still lay color in, but go in and do detail. For the first 2 books, I used the number 4, I want to say for most of the book. it's a good brush. It's a good brush. Obviously, it's important to invest in nice paint brushes. You don't want your bristles falling out into your paint. You want a nice tip on there. And the best thing I ever learned in 6th grade was how to properly wash your paint brushes. And yeah, that's it so far. So we're in the kitchen. We'll be in the kitchen for quite some time, I guess. So wish me luck, and I will post another video soon. Thank you for watching.